Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers are in for Tuesday, July 15th, 2025. In tomorrow's episode, fans can expect Grace Buckingham Cassandra Creech to operate on Liam Spencer Scott Clifton. Meanwhile, Bill Spencer Don Diamond waits impatiently to see his son's outcome. Keep reading, and let's talk about what is coming up in the CBS soap opera. Let's begin with Liam, who was shot and then went through emergency surgery. While all this was going on, Liam was also dealing with an inoperable brain tumor. Liam knew he was on borrowed time and was insistent on saving Steffi Forrester Finnegan, Jacqueline McInnes Wood from Luna Nozowa, Lisa Yamada. Liam did just that before getting shot himself. Steffi and Hope Logan Annika have been praying for Liam to wake up. Just as everyone was arguing with Bill about Liam and Luna, John FNN Finnegan Tanner Novlin reported some amazing news. Liam is starting to react to stimuli, such as light and sound. Soon after that, everyone watched as Liam's eyes started to flutter open. At first, everyone was blurry. But then Liam was finally able to see the people surrounding him in the hospital. The bold and the beautiful spoilers for tomorrow's episode reveal that Liam just went through emergency surgery. However, he will go through another one. This one is probably that risky treatment that Grace was pushing so hard for. Grace clearly wants Liam to survive, but why is she being so pushy about the risky treatment? Is it because she truly believes that this is the only way for Liam to survive? Or does it have something to do with all those annoying messages Grace was getting on her phone? While Liam has another surgery, Bill impatiently waits to see the outcome. Now that Bill knows about Liam's brain tumor, he will do whatever is necessary to get Liam better. When Bill declared in the hospital hallway that Liam was not going to die, he likely meant it. Plus, with fans knowing that later in the week, Bill steals Liam's body from the hospital, it sounds like things are really heating up. It was assumed that Lee Finnegan Naomi Matsuda faked Luna's death and was going to try to fix her. However, with Finn's response to his complicated feelings about Luna's death, it's now not very clear. Tuesday's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful promises to deliver yet another emotional roller coaster as the lives of the Forresters, Logans, and Spencers hang in the balance. With Grace Buckingham scrubbing in for an emergency operation, Bill Spencer on the edge of a breakdown, and Liam Spencer caught between life and death, the tension at University Hospital will leave fans breathless at dark. Grace Buckingham has never faced a case this personal or this dire. As the camera pans in on a brightly lit operating room, viewers see her face covered with a surgical mask, but the panic in her eyes is unmistakable. She's not just operating on any patient. Rumors swirl that this emergency procedure involves someone who could forever link her to the Spencer family in a way she never imagined. After days of mysterious silence, we now know Grace has been pulled in to perform a critical neurosurgery. With the chief neurosurgeon conveniently stuck out of town, all eyes are on Grace to save the patient's life. But who is she operating on? Though the hospital staff has tried to maintain confidentiality, whispers suggest that the surgery involves Luna Nozowa. Yes, she's alive, barely. Fans who followed the chaos surrounding Lee Finnegan and the faked death storyline will recall Luna's sudden disappearance. What no one expected was for Luna to be found unconscious, clinging to life after a supposed fatal fall that Lee orchestrated. But in a shocking twist, Luna's brain injury worsened. And now, her only chance at survival rests in Grace's hands. For Grace, the stakes aren't just medical, they're moral. Having recently been accused of manipulating Liam's condition to teach him a lesson, she's now walking a thin line between redemption and ruin. Will her surgical skills prove enough to save Luna? Or will a single slip destroy everything? Meanwhile, in the hospital waiting area, Dollar Bill Spencer is coming apart at the seams. He paces back and forth, eyes bloodshot, fists clenched. The usually unflappable mogul is on the verge of a breakdown. With Luna's fate hanging in the balance, and Grace as the surgeon, Bill's patience runs dry. Why her? Why Grace? Doesn't this hospital have anyone else? Bill growls as he corners a nurse who's far too afraid to respond. The truth is, Bill doesn't trust Grace. Ever since her erratic behavior during Liam's coma and her strange alliance with Lee, Bill has been convinced she's hiding something. And now, with the woman he just recently discovered might be his daughter lying on the operating table, his paranoia is reaching a fever pitch. Katie tries to comfort him, but Bill isn't interested in kind words. He wants answers and results. He threatens to buy out the hospital if Grace messes this up. "Luna's not dying on my watch," he barks. "Not after everything we've lost." Katie's concern isn't just for Luna, though. She's watching Bill carefully. His obsession with protecting Luna has intensified, perhaps even becoming dangerous. She wonders silently if his newfound fatherhood is breaking him, or if it's awakening the part of Bill Spencer that no one can control. As if one medical crisis wasn't enough, Liam Spencer's hospital room brings its own shocker. After weeks in a coma following his brain trauma, brought on by that mysterious fall and the circumstances around Luna's incident, Liam finally opens his eyes. Hope, who has rarely left his side, gasps as Liam blinks in confusion. Tears stream down her face as she calls for a nurse. Ridge, Brooke, and Steffi quickly rush into the room after getting word. But the joy is short-lived. Liam doesn't recognize any of them. At first, doctors attribute it to temporary amnesia, common for patients after a coma. But Liam's eyes are empty, scanning the faces in front of him as if they're strangers. He doesn't remember Hope. He doesn't remember Beth. He doesn't remember his father. In fact, the only name Liam speaks is one that sends a jolt through the room. Poppy? The silence is deafening. Why would Liam remember Poppy, the mother of Luna, and a woman he barely interacted with before his accident? Somewhere down the hall, Lee Finnegan watches from a distance, a strange smile creeping across her face. Could this be another one of her manipulations? Or is something deeper, more supernatural, unfolding? While chaos erupts in the hospital corridors, Steffi Forrester and Dr. John Finn Finnegan find themselves growing further apart. Steffi blames Finn for not seeing through Lee's deception sooner. Finn, torn between loyalty to his adoptive mother and his wife, doesn't know where to turn. And now, with Liam awake but mentally adrift, Steffi finds herself emotionally unmoored. Part of her hopes Liam's condition is reversible, but another part fears she's lost him forever. And if that's the case, what does it mean for her own fractured marriage? As the July 15th episode concludes, fans will be left with more questions than answers. Will Grace save Luna or fail spectacularly? Will Liam's memories return, or has his mind latched onto Poppy for a mysterious reason? Is Bill's need to protect Luna clouding his judgment, or is it something darker? And will Lee finally be held accountable for the psychological warfare she's inflicted on so many? One thing is certain, nothing is what it seems in Los Angeles. And as the drama explodes, loyalties will be tested, secrets will surface, and hearts will shatter. Stay tuned for Wednesday's episode as the fallout begins. On the bold and the beautiful, love and loss walk hand in hand, and no one is ever truly safe. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay with us.